down man coverage and zero-man blitzes are taking over Madden 23. This can be an incredibly frustrating defense to go up against, and if you don't have a locked-in game plan on how to attack these schemes, you are going to lose a ton of games. The things we are going over today will work in any formation, scheme, or offense you are running. We're going to break down 3 main areas, with the first one going to be how to create the ultimate man-beating players. Then I will show you how to attack press man coverage with some unique ways I promise you have never seen before. Then we will look over the best routes to attack off-man coverage and pick up yards all over the field. So first, let's create the ultimate man-beating weapons that are possible at this point in Madden 23. They are going to be your slot receiver and your tight end, and on both of these players we want short and elite. Then at our receiver we want slot apprentice, and at our tight end we want tight end apprentice. Now the reason we want to focus on these 2 players is, first, the slot receiver is lined up inside, so now he has a 3-way go. He can attack both the inside of the field on in-breaking routes, the outside towards the sideline on outbreakers, and also get vertical down the field and stretch the defense deep. Then the extra hot routes he gets when lined up in the slot are all really powerful to attack man coverage. Then for the tight end, when he is lined up in line, he is unbumpable. He will get a free release off the line of scrimmage every time. This is amazing at beating those zero-man blitzes. And once again, he is going to get amazing extra hot routes when lined up at tight end. Now for short and elite, this ability will get your players extra separation against man coverage when they cut in between 0 and 10 yards, and as long as the route breaks within the numbers. And this is going to be absolutely massive to get that extra separation against man coverage. Now a ton of what we are breaking down today will be a part of my ultimate mobile QB offense, where I break down some of the best mobile QBs of all time and show you how you can use them in Madden 23. So the plays I look at today will be out of the Ravens Playbook, and I will be in flex Y off week, but the routes and abilities are designed to be used in any scheme or any playbook you are in. Now right now in Madden, press man coverage and zero blitzes are taking over. So what this means, they are going to bring all their corners up to the line of scrimmage and they are going to jam your receivers. Try not to let them get a free release up the field. So our key player to beat these defenses is going to be our superstar tight end. The first route we will use is the trail route. It is amazing because our tight end is unbumpable, so he will get a free release no matter what. He will cut to the outside, then he's going to cut back over the middle, and you will absolutely lose your man coverage and pick up huge gains. This is so good against the blitz because it will get open before the blitzers ever actually have a chance at getting to the quarterback. Next, we have our corner route from our tight end apprentice. This once again cannot be bumped, and because it cuts inside of 10 yards, you will get easy separation out towards the sideline. This is amazing at beating the blitz also because you should be able to get the ball out before the blitz comes in, and because you are cutting out towards the sideline, you will keep the ball away from the user, and the user won't be able to get from the middle of the field and go out and make a play on this football. Next, we're going to look at our outside wide receivers to beat the press, and I've found comeback routes to be absolutely unbelievable here. These can be hot routed to in any formation with a wide receiver, and you don't need any abilities to use it. Now, you will see a ton of the time against press man coverage, when the corner tries to press your receiver, your player will just swat him out of the way, and you can quick throw this right away, rack catch it, and pick up humongous gains down the field. Now, I tested this route in practice mode, and I took a receiver and gave him 95 release, then I took a corner and gave him 95 press, and I ran this route on this pressed corner 30 times, and I got this beat press animation 16 times in 30 attempts. Then I did the same thing, but just with a normal streak route from the same wide receiver against the same corner, and I was only able to get off the press clean 6 times in 30 attempts. Now, how I like to set this up is I will have a comeback to the short side of the field against press, then I'll have a trail route from the inside tight end beside him, and I will just look at the comeback at the snap, and if I get that chuck right away, then I'm just going to quickly throw it, rip it in, rack catch it, and run down the sideline for huge gains. But if they do get a clean jam on my receiver, then I have the trail route on the inside I will just look to, and I will throw it him over the middle after he breaks. Then the other route I love versus press comes from our slot receiver, and it is the option route that you tend to find in 4 verts, but I really like it out of the play sluggo seam. Now, this is actually going to work 3 different ways where we can go to it. First, if they press and shade inside, which a ton of people will do, the corner will completely whiff on the jam, and you will get absolutely free for a huge gain down the field. I have an absolute ton of 40+ yard touchdowns when they do this, and they are honestly not even going to know what hit them. Your player will be just streaking down the field for a touchdown. Next, we're looking at press, but it's just straight up. Now, here they're going to get a bit of a jam, but we want to wait half a second, and then you will see our short in elite ability activates as he cuts up field, and you are going to get super easy separation. And once again, you can just fire this up the field for huge gains. Then lastly, you can use this if they are in off coverage, so no press, and if they have no middle safety. Now this option route, as he gets upfield, will actually turn into a post, and once again, short and elite will activate on this route, and you will get really good separation attacking over the middle of the field. Now if you want to unlock even more for this ultimate QB run scheme, you need to check out my website, Scheme Kings. Up today, I have the play call sheets for this scheme. We have in-game ones where I give you a breakdown on each of the play calls I recommend in different areas of the field and which ones to call to attack certain defenses. And then there is also a play adjustment sheet, which gives you a quick refresher on the adjustments and reads on each one of the plays in this offense. Then up on the website, there is a ton of videos for this offense, making it one of the most unique and explosive offenses you will use all year in Madden 23. Now, if you want to check out Scheme Kings, I will leave a link for it down in the description below. Use code SABIN at checkout for 50% off your first month, and this goes till October 2nd. Next, we are looking at attacking off-man coverage. This is where they aren't pressing. Here, our players will get a free release off the line. This also can include if they press, then shade up, where their players will play up at the line, but they actually won't jam our receivers and they'll get a free release. Now, really quick, I just want to touch on the two tight end routes we went over against press man, and they are both going to work the exact same way against off-man coverage. And then for our star player here, we have our superstar slot receiver. Now, first we have our hot routed corner route, but this can apply to any corner route in the game that has a sharp cut and breaks inside of 10 yards. And when you combine this route with short and elite, you will get amazing separation cutting towards the sideline. You want to throw this ball just after the break, and it is absolutely amazing. Best man-beating routes in Madden for a long time when combined with a route running ability. Next, we have our hot routed crosser, but once again, this can apply to any slot receiver crossing route in the game. These do an amazing job attacking the middle of the field, especially if they start playing to the sideline to take away your corner route, to give you even more separation, but just be careful because this does break into the middle of the field around the user, so make sure he is not going to jump it. Next, we have whips, and these are incredible at getting easy separation underneath. They are also amazing because they are automatically in your receiver's hot routes, and you don't need an extra ability to use them, so they are my #1 recommendation as a route to beat man coverage, but these can be stopped, and one of the ways you will see people do it is they will shade down on their corners, and this will make man coverage take these routes away much better. But the counter off this is the double move, and we actually have one in our slot apprentice hot routes, and it is stop and go. This will be an out, then up, and when they shade down on their coverage, their corner will bite down underneath, and then you can hit them over the top for a huge gain down the field, really making them pay if they try to shade down to take away your whips. Now, use everything you learned here to start beating man coverage and get people out of those annoying man defenses. But once they start playing something else, you are gonna need a way to move the ball. So if you want to start playing like Michael Vick in Madden 23 and have an insanely explosive, exciting offense, you need to check out this video right here.